Our next story is a play written by Anna. It is wink wink, not a Homestuck story. It
This
features
is the first of two. We read the second one last week. This is the first of two Hive Swap character-based plays I wrote for my playwriting class.
yes. This has Tacoma Gordon, a.k.a. Tagora Gorjak, and some other characters who I don't believe have any direct analog to Hive Swap characters.
Uh, well, so sort of.
Okay.
Stacy is supposed to be a combination of Stelsa and Tisius.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that.
And yeah, so Janaya, you've read this before.
I
Do you
have read
think
this.
she's more Stelsa or more Tisius? Because that depends on who's being cast to.
I got more of a Stelsa vibe off of her.
Okay, then Bucky, are you willing to voice?
Yeah.
Do a voice, and obviously, Janaya, you are required to do the Tagora stand-in.
Yes.
The link for this one is going to be up in the community read chat because Janaya had to upload it to Google Drive.
Yeah. Also, thank you, Tin Kelp, for providing a link to the computer I was referring to.
And we've got a little girl and a little boy.
People it based off of.
Like, they're not really based off any.
Or
I'll take one of them unless my sound is terrible right now. Is my sound very bad right now, or are we okay?
No, you're good.
I think, Liz, you're going to take the little girl, so I'm happy to take the little boy.
Duh.
All right. And Anna, I'm assuming you'll read whatever stage
I will
direction.
do stage directions. And,
all right. All right. This is The Tale of the Con Man.
So this play is actually, for a little context, the assignment was to write a play based off conventions of a play format in the past. Like some people studied Commedia dell'arte, some people studied like British bloodbath plays. I looked up Japanese no drama, which is a very, very common convention in Japanese no drama is to have like your main character goes to some place where something happened and they are a ghost, but you don't know that they're a ghost, and they later reveal themselves to be the ghost of this person that something happened. And there's like there's a lot of like characters revealing secret supernatural things, so I sort of subverted that. So yes, The Tale of the Con Man. Characters: Tacoma Gordon, male, middle-aged, a slimy con man. Amy, female, 10. Stacy Entman, female, early 30s, a woman who was recently evicted. Kevin Entman, male, 8, Stacy's son. It's set in a park, Tacoma's office, and Tacoma's home. And it is set in the present day and 3 years in the past. Scene 1. Amy is sitting on a bench under a tree in a park, counting the money in her wallet. She is approached by Tacoma, dressed in a long hooded cloak and the mask of an old beggar.
Excuse me, miss. Would you spare $1 for a poor old man?
Amy looks up and notices the beggar man.
Oh, frick, I did it too fast. Sorry. Huh?
Please, miss. It's very cold, and I need money to buy a new pair of shoes.
Nah, I'm good.
Well, that's not very kind of you, young lady. Don't you want to help a poor old man in need?
My daddy gave me this thing to mow the lawn. It's mine, and it's not that cold out. It's like May.
Didn't anyone ever tell you not to hoard and covet your wealth?
Tacoma takes a seat next to Amy on the bench. Amy moves away, visibly uncomfortable.
Say, do you know the tale of Tacoma Gordon, the con man who threw his life away for a quick buck?
Amy shakes her head no. Tacoma jumps off the bench dramatically.
It all began in the far-off year of 2018. There was once a con man so cunning and capable that he was said to be able to wring cash out of any unfortunate victim. He went by many names, but the name we will focus on today is Tacoma Gordon.
Tacoma takes off his cloak and mask, revealing a man with a slick-back ponytail and a business suit. He walks center stage and performs the rest of the monologue to the audience.
Now, Tacoma ran many operations throughout the years: mail fraud, multi-level marketing schemes, rigged carnival games, the works. But his favorite con of all time was his fraudulent law practice, Gordon and Sons. That's where we find our tragic hero today.
Stacy and Kevin bring out 2 chairs and sit down. Stacy's anxious and withdrawn.
Ah, you must be by 3 o'clock. A Stacy Enterman, was it? And you must be little Kevin.
Thank you for meeting me on such short notice. I didn't know where else to turn to.
Glad to be of service. Now, my secretary filled me in a bit about your situation, but would you mind going into more depth?
Yes, of course. We've been evicted from our apartment, and the landlord is suing us for all we own because of some minor damages to the kitchen.
I said I was sorry.
I know you did. You made a mistake. We all make mistakes sometimes. Some people just forgive easier than others.
Well, this looks like quite a tricky situation. Don't worry, I can get you back on your feet, Miss Zenterman. All I need from you is an upfront fee of $10,000.
10,000? We can't afford that. That's more than what the landlord is suing us for.
I suppose I can lower the fee since you're in such dire straits. How about $5,000? The rest can come out of our winnings when we countersue him for breach of contract.
Tacoma grabs a paper and pen out of his pocket and hands it to Stacy.
I'll need you to sign here, here, and here.
Stacy signs the contract. Tacoma takes it back, grabs her hand with both of his, and shakes it vigorously.
Thank you for choosing Gordon and Sons. I promise you won't regret it.
Tacoma turns back towards the audience. Stacy and Kevin pick up their chairs and exit.
Oh, but she did regret it. Once Tacoma received the money, he shut down his office, skipped town, and moved on to the next scam. He had done this law firm scam quite a few times. Open up a new office, get a handful of clients, charge them exorbitant upfront fees, and then take the money and run. A year or so later, he'd run the same scam in a town 2 states over. However, Tacoma couldn't go on avoiding consequences forever. 2 years after conning Stacy Enterman, his life changed forever.
Stacy and Kevin bring a lounge chair on stage and hide behind it. They're wearing flowy white robes and ornate masks. Tacoma sits down in the lounge chair and starts reading a book.
Tacoma.
Huh?
Tacoma.
What? Who's there?
You will pay for your sins, Tacoma.
Wait, I know that voice. You're...
Stacy Enterman, or what is left of her anyway. This is your fault, Tacoma.
Your fault. And now you're gonna pay.
What did I do? I didn't kill you. I've never killed anyone.
Oh, but you did. After you took our money and abandoned our case, we lost everything. We ended up on the streets, and poor Kevin died of exposure. With Kevin gone, I had nothing left to live for, so I took my own life.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill anyone.
Sorry isn't enough.
Stacy and Kevin come out from behind the chair, surrounding Tacoma. Tacoma shrieks and bolts to the other side of the stage, turning to the audience.
And so began the downfall of Tacoma Gordon. Wherever he went, whatever town he moved to, and whatever scheme he ran, he was followed by the specters of the family whose life he destroyed.
Tacoma returns to Amy's bench and puts his beggar cloak and mask back on. Stacy and Kevin remove the chair and exit.
So you see, little girl, if you spend your whole life following money and ignoring people who are truly in need, horrible things can happen to you.
I guess you're right.
Now that you know this story, will you reconsider giving a few dollars to a poor old man?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Amy pulls out her wallet and starts to take out a few bucks. Stacy, still in her ghost outfit, runs up behind Tacoma and yanks his hood and mask off.
Tacoma Gordon.
Oh no, they're back!
What did I tell you about scamming money from little kids?
I'm sorry,
Stacy grabs Tacoma by his shoulders and gets up in his face.
Sorry isn't enough.
Stacy pulls Tacoma into a choreographed dance of violence, half dancing with him and half beating the crap out of him. Kevin goes up to Amy.
Hey, are you okay? He didn't steal your money, did he?
No, I'm fine.
We've been following that jerk around for a year. He's always trying to steal money from someone.
Wait, are you a ghost?
Nah, these are just costumes. Tacoma's being a big dumb baby and thinks we're hunting him for revenge.
Tacoma is now in a fetal position on the ground and Stacy is kicking him.
Want to help us beat him up? It's really fun.
Sure.
Amy and Kevin join Stacy in kicking Tacoma. End scene.
Oh my god, that is so fun.
Oh, that was good.
That was good.
I really enjoy that.
This is the kind of stuff I do for school.
Yeah.